I want to talk to you about this card right here. You've probably seen it in the seats the last 3 Sundays, but it has great value and significance for you. And I'm about ready to break it down right now, the value of this card. Number 1, we are on a 90-day challenge, and it is not too late for you to join because it's going clear until Easter. And we are trusting God together as we realign our finances to put everything back with God first. And so there's several things that you can make a commitment on this card to do. Number 1, you can say, hey, I'm not giving my tithe, which is the first 10% that we give back to God. And you can sign up and say, hey, I am going to trust God by giving my 10% back to Him. Now, number 2, you might say, I'm going to believe for God for something specific. Listen, Malachi, God says, test me. He says, won't I open up the windows of heaven and pour out blessing upon you? And it's referring to our resources. And so we're going to believe God for something specific. We're going to give and believe. Number 3, you can say, hey, I'm already giving my tithe. I'm believing God for something specific, but man, I want to learn to reconstruct generosity in my life. So I'm going to give above and beyond this 10% and give an offering. And so this is a great time. You are going to have staff that contact you and encourage you along the way. We're going to be praying for you and believing God to do some amazing things. And you can find an illustration and a message and a card that you can digitally connect to make sure you do not miss out on the step of activation that God wants us to take as we realign our finances back to Him.